So,
I'm back.
welcome back. I just had to manually crash the stream.
Oh,
Yeah, it was not working.
shit.
I got it to work though. I fixed it in the end. And now they can ask you questions stuff. The recording's going. We lost the first few minutes of the recording. Sorry, guys. If you guys get bored, I can always switch on a game while Mike talks.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, fire away some questions. Let's see how horrible we can get here.
Loaded request. Go. I'm also going to put up the donation thing. So you guys just ask him things. I'm getting this set up.
Yep. Shoot. I mean, it's the holiday season. We could talk about New Year's. We could talk about what just happened on Christmas. We could talk about that fat, disgruntled man who puts presents under your tree.
Are you going to join me for the New Year's stream tomorrow?
Sure. What do you want to be when you grow up? See, that's a tough question. Do you mean what I actually wanted to be when I was a kid and wanted to grow up, or do you mean now? Because if you mean now, I just want to be not poor. That's probably the most basic answer of what I want to be when I grow up. I want to be rich, so let's call it Elon Musk. Okay, let's call it that.
I'm okay with that. Somebody actually put a poll or a question up on Twitter. Would you rather $1 trillion or 10 minutes dinner with Jesus? And everyone has responded, I'll take the $1 trillion. I don't want to talk to the dead.
Fuck yeah, I want $1 trillion. What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow? African or European? You have to clarify that.
Do you really think he wouldn't get that reference?
It's Monty Python, man. It's the Holy Grail on top of it. That's the most quotable one out of the bunch. Do you want to talk about what's going on where I am right now? I don't know where you are right now, Zero Matt. Where are you?
He's in Florida, so that's a loaded question.
So is it? Does it involve meth or alligators or both? There might be a hostage going down.
Wait, what?
Okay.
Hold on, I'm gonna look this up in a minute.
Okay. Do you mean what do I think of hostage situations? I mean, here's the thing. Most of the people that actually take hostages are fucking stupid because they do something dumb, like they line them up in front of like a window or something like that where everybody can see them, and that's how motherfuckers get their heads blown off by cop snipers.
You're not supposed to help them.
I'm not helping them. I'm just saying most of the time when people take hostages, they're fucking stupid. Okay. Would you eat a whole cheeses with cheeses with maggots for how much money is that? That's millions, $9 trillion? Yes, I would do that because then I could just start my own movie studio and not have to give a shit about anybody and make all the dumb crap that I want to make.
I'm okay with this.
If you were held hostage, would you want to get Stockholm Syndrome or Down Syndrome? All right, so here's the thing. And this is going to sound really weird. The only way, if you have Down Syndrome, I feel like those hostage takers are going to be a little bit nicer to you. Or at least I would hope so. I would hope that they at least have a very small shred of humanity where they're not just beating up, retarded people. But in the case,
give me an icon for you.
I think you have a better chance of that. But the thing is, if they're hot, if it's like a group of hot chicks that have taken you hostage, yes, I want Stockholm Syndrome. Okay, I'm cool with having Stockholm Syndrome in that one moment.
This is a very specific fanfic you're writing here.
Essentially, yeah. No, there's like 10 or more cop cars here, and all the cops have assault rifles. Oh!
Matt, what did you do, man?
Well, as long as they're not aiming those at where you live, I think you'll be okay.
There's your icon from Mike, everyone, Sergeant Lorax.
I am the Lorax. I speak for the tree. And now I'm gonna shoot you in the fucking knee.
I'd play the actual meme, but it actually gets copyrighted every time.
That is funny.
It's the background music.
If you got taken hostage by hot women, you already failed at life. No, you won at life if you got taken hostage by hot women. You are a dumbass.
You're gonna be like, oh my god, look, he has Down syndrome. Oh, he's so cute. Unless you get like the Mean Girls type, then you're fucked.
No, I think it's the either or argument there. It's not like you have Down syndrome and get taken hostage by supermodels. It's either one or the other.
Why not both? You all are weird. Mossy, I'm going to see you in a few weeks. Shut the fuck up. You knew that.
You give a nice hard slap of a random buff guy's ass for that's a period. So do you mean $100 or $100,000?
Slap that ass, Mike.
Yeah,
$100 is $100.
I mean, here's the thing, like, is the guy gonna punch me in the face immediately after? $100K, fuck yeah, I would.
I'd do it.
It's $100,000 to slap a guy on the ass. That's worth missing a tooth. I have enough money there to cover the dental bills.
I'm gonna test something really quick. You go ahead and keep talking.
Europe uses periods and commas differently than we do in the US. Oh, okay. That must get confusing. It's definitely at the building where I'm at. It's just on the back side on the first floor. Okay, well, I mean, as long as you're above it, I guess you're okay. Maybe if you're not on the same side of the building. So yeah, no, I mean, you should be okay. You should be okay.
Stay safe. Hey, if they come up for you, just play this Twitch and they'll laugh too much.
Do you have a Kevlar vest? I'm just saying for safety's sake. If you could have Mavis Dracula otherwise, but you had to spend one night with her dad in bed. Hang on a second. Are you talking about, is that a Hotel Transylvania?
Yes, it is. Question? I was about to say, do you get that reference?
I've barely got it. I mostly was thinking of it. So you're saying, would I sleep with Adam Sandler as a vampire in order to have sex with his goth daughter?
Yeah.
No. I don't think that one would be worth it.
To be fair, it's one of his better roles.
Yeah,
he didn't write it.
Yeah, that's true. If you were a hot dog and you were starving, would I eat myself? Okay, so here's your question here. Can I feel pain as a hot dog? Okay, you need to ask that question: is can I feel pain as a hot dog? Because if I can't feel pain as a hot dog, then yes, I would probably eat myself because it would be the only way that I would be able to survive. However,
fan art's going to be terrible.
If I could feel pain as a hot dog, I probably would, but I would be crying and screaming while I was doing it.
Why am I so good? Nom nom.
Ballpark Frank's kosher, baby. All right, so weak, Mike. Okay. Oh man. That is one of those Harry Canary skits from SNL.
Which one?
The hot dog thing, I think, is what he was saying. I didn't realize that. I mean, I haven't watched SNL in probably like 5 or 6 years, even the reruns.
So they don't want you to spank people's asses?
I'll be friends with Adam Sandler. Adam Sandler seems cool. Adam Sandler lives in the state over from me in New Hampshire. So, like, I would hang out with Adam Sandler just fine, but no, I wouldn't have sex with him. Even if it meant I got to have sex with a golf chick.
That's gonna get quoted.
An old one from Colin Farrell did. Oh, I did not remember that. I'm not as well versed in my SNL joke library. Mainly just because the thing's been going on for like 40 years, and at this point, they should probably just put it out of its misery.
You're fine, Matt. Now we know that there's something going on in your area.
Would you parachute jump from a plane? No, because I don't really like I don't like heights in general. I fly now, I've gotten over that, but I still no. I would probably not jump out of a plane unless
not even if it had Freddy Krueger in the parachute.
No.
By the way, I told my audiologist who is a Freddy fan about the death because we were talking about Freddy, and he hadn't seen that one, and now she had to look it up. She's like, wait, he killed a deaf kid? And I'm like, yeah, and I was explaining it, and she goes, oh my god, I need to see that. And she watched like a clip of it and was laughing her ass off.
You want a fan fiction of me and Adam Sandler? I mean, go for it, I guess. If you want to write that, that's completely up to you. I want no part of it. Mike, would you be the big spoon or the little spoon? I would probably be the big spoon because I feel like afterwards Adam Sandler would be crying a lot. So also I've just listened to these saying, what is your favorite Ninja Turtle? Also, would you fuck April if she'd ask? All right. So here's two answers to this question. So Raphael is my favorite turtle.
Good boy.
And the asshole Raphael from the movies, not the funny one from the cartoon.
I like both.
And well, the one from the cartoon is basically just like a version of Mikey with different weapons and a red bandana.
No, he's still kind of a dick, just not to the level.
And if would I fuck April O'Neil? Fuck yes. I don't think they've ever gotten an unattractive person to play April O'Neil in a movie.
I'm trying to find the turtles picture.
Raph is the best. Yeah, Raph team. Okay. Not to say that any of the other ones don't have their merit. I'm not gonna shit on anybody if they like, Leo or Donnie or Mikey over Raph. It's my favorite.
Donnie's like second best.
Mikey's kind of number 2 for me.
Of course, you like the stoner. Leo, yeah, I know. Leo's
just a goofball. Also, if any of them have ADHD, it's definitely Michelangelo.
Yeah.
And all that skateboarding. Okay. Why have they been de-aging April lately? I don't know. Actually, that is a good question, to be honest with you, because I think I've been hearing about that from you a little bit. Because haven't they been making her like, instead of being like a reporter in her 20s, she's
she's been progressively getting younger. I think like her last one, she was 12.
What?
It's not younger. Yeah, it's because they're trying to get to the younger audiences, which is weird because we had the 80s show when she was an adult and everyone still liked her.
Also, aren't
just
all
ask
the
Akbar.
Also, I know this is kind of stupid when you think about it, but it's kind of in the title of the show is all the turtles are supposed to be teenagers. They're all supposed to be kids.
Yep. He's the adult that, other than Splinter, that kind of keeps them in line. Early 2000s.
Remember, kids have to see kids to be able to relate to kids.
Was she 30 in the 80s cartoon? No, was she?
The early 2000s TMNT was adult. I remember that one. That one was actually really good. I like that.
Oh, God. Wait, what? Oh, I thought you were serious, no folk.
Also, guess what? For the first time ever, I got a bonus from my work. Good for you.
Good for you. You earned it.
Turtles 2026. April is 9 now. Please don't.
I had to look at the date to realize he was fucking with us.
Oh, God. Because that's the other thing, too. Like, if you make her younger, it makes the relationship with Casey weirder. Unless you de-age him at the same level.
I've heard in the latest cartoon, they turn Casey into a chick.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
I'm going to write this also.
It's supposed to be a... God damn it. All right, what other questions do you people have for me? It could be about anything. Literally about anything.
Do not read this. Do not read this out loud.
Okay, I will not read this out loud. Oh, okay, that actually makes sense. We the Falmer, the heavy flamer that is Heezy. I'd be completely on board with Casey being Dick. They have Cassandra and Casey, who they put in that movie. Mike, what's the point of life? What's the point of life? Pain. Mostly it's pain. In various forms. But see, here's the thing. You have to remember that. See, this is my aspect of it. Every single person on this planet is secretly a masochist. Even if you don't want to admit it, you are. And we all are because we like living. We like existing. We like walking around and breathing and not getting hit by cars or stabbed or shot or thrown off of a bridge or possibly dissected by a crazy person in an alleyway.
I thought you were going to go with thrown off a building. I was going to be like, I don't know. I was fine.
I kind of skipped that one because we had a survivor in the crowd. But that's the thing. We all want to stay alive, but at the same time, living hurts like a motherfucker. Like, every day. something happens. You stub your toe. You break your arm. You get into a car accident. You jam your toe in something. You do whatever. So life is about pain. So have fun with that. We need to get characters. Each donation I add a new meme. Mike, what is the riddle of steel? The riddle of steel. I don't know what that is. So hang on a second. I'm going to draw my own conclusion of what the riddle of steel is. So I'm assuming it's a riddle, and once you solve it, basically it's the idea of you get to end. No, I don't know what the riddle of steel would be. Is it just a riddle that's like unsolvable? Is it a riddle about Superman? Does Superman have riddles? Is it like this weird combination of Superman and Riddler from like an alternate universe?
I feel like I'm surprised that hasn't happened in the comic.
They never cross-mesh him with anything else unless it's himself from another universe. I need gas money. It's a Conan reference. I once rode my bike into a ravine. That's unfortunate. I'll give you gas money when you hear me. Oh, that's you. As gas regrets, it's from Conan. Okay, I get it. I saw it. It says, Riddler is from Krypton. Yes,
I would write that. That would actually be fun.
Sorry, think about what you would you want to drop everything and transfer yourself? Hang on a second. I just saw it in the thing. Hang on.
Want me to get it for you?
No, I can see it. Would you want to drop everything and transfer yourself into the sci-fi awesome-looking future right here, right now? You know what? Fuck it. How do I do it? Explain to me how I do
What
this.
if it's like the future from like Alien or something, or Terminator?
I mean, probably be killed within the first 20 seconds, so I wouldn't be able to give a good census of how the future is.
I want the RoboCop future, because then you get a chance to be, a RoboCop.
Yeah, but then don't you also have to be horribly mutilated before that happens?
I mean, it's a sci-fi future. You're getting it anyway.
Mike, what is the average airspeed velocity of a laden swallow, African and European? So you want to know which one is a little bit faster. So, all right, hang on a quick second. Hang on.
God, he's getting the calculator.
Yes, exactly.
I got out. I rode that same bike to work right after. You poor thing, Matt. You know what? I'm going to make you guys start donating for questions if you keep this shit up. Oh, God.
Okay, so the airspeed of a European swallow is 24 miles per hour. The airspeed of an African swallow is 20.1 miles per hour.
Did you look that up?
I actually did look that up. That is the answer to your question.
And somebody actually answered it. Holy fuck.
There is actually a flight speed difference. Although I don't know what it would. I don't actually know what it would be if they were carrying a coconut. So I'm not going to calculate that because I don't feel like going into those physics equations. Yes, bring forth the holy hand grenade. Okay. Someone has watched my Mike. What is your name? What is your quest? What is your favorite color? Well, my name is Mike. You already said it. What is your quest? To be a snarky douche. What is your favorite color? Green. The only high point of this month was thanks to from finally ending the several years of blue balling and revealing the next game. Okay. He's pulling out his penis. No, I am not. You can't prove that. You're also owned by a major corporation. That is true. Immortality, but no sex forever. Would you? Immortality, but no sex forever. Would you go for it? No.
Well, that depends on your definition of sex. If you go by the Clinton definition, you could still have sex and you'll be fine.
I mean, that's just kind of heavy petting. I don't know if I'd count that.
The sucky part.
You're pulling that out of your ass. Yes. All right, on you go. What is your favorite childhood show? My favorite childhood show was probably Batman the Animated Series.
Yeah. And this is why we're friends.
When I watched that as a kid, that was one of my favorite shows. I remember watching all the movies. I remember watching all the stuff up through the new Batman Adventures, Justice League. They had the Superman show that was going along around the same time as the later seasons. But I really did. I followed that show up until I was a teenager, basically, up until it ended. Some other really good ones, SWAT Cats, even though it's not getting a great reboot from what I understand.
We still haven't seen anything, so we don't know. It's just early talks right now of what they're saying they might add.
Okay. Right. So that is the answer to that question. What is your favorite challenge? Why am I here?
Happy anniversary.
We got a subscriber, Skooma Addictives.
It's his anniversary today.
Very good. The answer of why am I here? I'm guessing it was a broken prophylactic. So have you ever seen the cartoon series Count Duckula? No, I have not, but Purity's more
I
into
have.
the
I've seen it. It's not terrible. It's from like the 70s.
Define the word. Define the word it. Anything that cannot be defined as other than it. It helps if you like sex first. Yes, that's true.
No, here's the question on the immortality, though. Do you get to be like forever young and immortal, or do you still age? Because fuck that, you're gonna go have lots of sex and not.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's true. Yeah, if you're not aging, if it's like eternal youth, then yeah, that would be a good one.
Also, does that mean like when you have sex, you instantly start aging again?
Maybe. What is your least favorite food? Not hated, just least favorite.
Ketchup.
No, I hate ketchup. See, that's the thing, is like it's hard to name like foods that you're mad on. I guess like cheese pizza. It's like it's okay. I'll eat it, but you know, the pepperoni. It's like the basest form of pizza. Who the fuck didn't love the? Yeah, exactly. X-Boy. Okay, they're remaking. Wait, what?
They're not remaking Saw Cats. It's supposed to be a continuation, supposedly. And it has the original two creators involved.
Yeah, like God powers, but no sex forever, no sensation down there whatsoever for eternity. Would you do for it?
Wouldn't that make peeing really weird?
Wait a minute. So you're basically saying I get God powers, but I'm going to be crippled because I have no feeling below the waist. So are you saying that I would basically have God powers, but I would be a paraplegic? So I would have to have the boner on demand, which means I would have to have an electrical node around my dick in order to get an erection.
You'd be that asshole the devil make a deal with, and you'd be the one writing up the fucking contract just to piss him off. And like going through with a fine-tooth comb.
Also, in terms of godlike powers, you mean literally being able to do whatever I want? So if I got the god powers, couldn't I then just give my groin sensation and then go fuck things? I mean, I'm poking holes in it a little bit, but I'm just saying.
I mean, it sounds like you'd be poking holes in a lot of things if you had that power.
Love the show, but remakes these days suck. Yeah, unfortunately. Giggity, very much so. Define masculinity.
I'm sorry, wait, no, I need to respond to something. What the fuck do you mean Night Court's getting rebooted?
Really?
Why, though?
I don't know. Apparently everything is. Define masculinity. Just go look up a picture of Arnold Schwarzenegger with his shirt off from the 80s.
That'll work.
There's your definition. What's your thoughts of the Night Court reboot? I mean, I never really watched the original Night Court, so I can't really.
Who is that appealing to, though?
Old people? I don't know. I didn't know Night Court had such a great success on the syndication circuit. For me, my least favorite food is corn. Yeah, I mean, I like corn. It depends on how it's prepared. Lobster. I hate lobster. Fuck lobster. Lobster's a fucking sea bug. Still might suck. Yes. What's your favorite drink that's not alcohol? So, okay, that's a tough one.
For you, it's coffee.
No, because I like coffee, but I like coffee more for what it does to me rather than how it tastes. I would have to probably say Hawaiian Punch because that shit's fucking addicting. Saw the trailer. Didn't know this is a reboot or continuation. Don't know. New judge is supposed to be the daughter of the original one. Okay.
Might be interesting.
Anyone remember Biker Mice from Mars? Yes, I do remember that. That was a weird one. It was on the same time as the Ninja Turtles and Street Sharks.
Mike, somebody just sent me something, and I know where we have to go. There is a donut shop called Trejo Donuts that Danny Trejo runs.
That's amazing.
Yes, no, that would be the only way to get me to LA. It looks really... He even has a mariachi band outside.
Here's my favorite question. You're on death row. What's your last meal? All right, so here's the thing. So I'm an asshole. So here's what my last meal would probably be if I was on death row. And it would probably be something along the lines of, I would probably try and do something like, because I'm a dick, I would just order a bunch of bananas and a bunch of Sprite. And I would then eat all the bananas and drink as much of the Sprite as possible until I thought I was going to be sick, and then stop and say I'm done. And then wait for them to bring me to get electrocuted to death or whatever the fuck they were going to do, gas chamber, lethal injection. If I was going to die, honestly, I would prefer the electric chair just because it's a little bit more old-fashioned. But
then come down, then do something in Florida.
Exactly. But the thing is, like, I would go up there, and then I don't know if anybody knows the whole thing with Sprite and bananas, where it's potassium overload. So what happens is if you actually eat a lot of bananas and drink Sprite, you will vomit. It's not a question. You will vomit. And so I would do that, and then I would wait until I was in the electric chair, and when I'm getting electrocuted, then I will let loose the unholy vomit of bananas and Sprite all over my executioners, just as a last fuck you.
This is why no one wants to be an executioner to Mike.
I mean, I mean, let's be honest. How much of a sick fuck do you have to be to actually want to be an executioner? Don't get me wrong. Most of the people you're executing are horrible people that are the scum of the earth. But at the same time, you still have to pull the trigger.
Depends on if you have to look them in the eye.
You're about to see a baked banana. Ooh, is that like banana bread? I like banana bread. Mike, opinions on my favorite toppings on a pizza: pepperoni, meatballs, bacon, Chinese chicken, and red onions.
Go back. What the fuck?
Okay,
Chinese
so
chicken?
I assume they mean teriyaki chicken, or do you mean teriyaki chicken? Or do you mean like that Chinese glazed stuff, like orange chicken or something that they do? Because I've never had Chinese chicken on a pizza before, so I can't give an accurate opinion on that. Sorry, Logan. I'll get to your question as soon as I'm done with this. I apologize. There's a lot that's coming.
There's a question for me. I'll wait till you're done.
Yeah, okay. You'll do that, and then I'll find his. Pepperoni, meatballs, bacon, and red onions are all more than perfectly acceptable. Pepperoni is still the best topic.
So, question for me: $1 billion, but no gaming, no comics for the rest of your life. Would you go for it? That's just torture to the ADHD kid. My brain has to be constantly stimulated, otherwise I go crazy, so no. You can keep the $1 billion. Much as I would... You know what? Fuck you. I can just buy video games and comics. You can't stop me if I have $1 billion.
That is true.
I'll find a way to bypass that shit with that much money, so yeah, give it to me.
Huh.
Texas has people volunteering to be executioners. There's a joke about Texas Chainsaw Massacre in there.
You're getting another one. What would your last meal be?
I barely eat. So...
Yeah, but if you were going for like your last meal, like, you know, you're getting led to some place where you're going to be off in the next like 20 minutes.
Ice cream cake.
It's actually not a bad choice. I've heard of some interesting ones. There was a guy who did, like, his last meal was just literally a jar of pickles. And he ate the entire jar of pickles and then drank all of the juice in the pickle jar, and that was his last meal.
No, it's like magic. You buy a comic and the money goes poof out of existence. Then I buy everything I want. Then I use the rest of the money to buy comics and video games.
I mean, to be fair, yeah, you could just put that money into physical things, and then those physical things will not disappear. It is a way around it. Come on, give me some hardcore stuff, people. Throw me some curveballs here.
Or donations.
Mike, What is my favorite lost media that is out there in terms of, you mean like media that is like actually lost, like we don't have copies of, or media that like people haven't seen?
Media that is actually lost, and I already know your answer.
It's going to be one of two different things. I mean, it's not technically lost, but The Day the Clown Cried is one of them, which is people that haven't seen it. It's a mostly completed copy of it is still owned by the Library of Congress. It'll be released pseudo to the public in 2024, which means we'll probably get a leak of it probably sometime around 2025. The other one is London After Midnight, which is the lost Lon Chaney Sr. film from the silent era that we only have bits and pieces of, stills. No, it's like magic. I did. You banned it. Okay. All right. So, have you played The Last of Us 1? Would you do the same thing that Joel did at the end? So I know the end. I never played Last of Us 1, but I do know the ending of it. And see, here's the thing. I hate children. As horrible as that sounds, I hate children. So the thing is, if I was Joel in that last thing, I would be like, you know what? I don't know this bitch anything. I'm gonna leave, and then I would go.
Yeah.
So
no,
I probably wouldn't. I probably wouldn't go massacre an entire room of doctors to save her and then run out of the place.
But she's going to be the cure for everything. But I have to stop that because I love this little girl.
I know the cure for everything, and it's a shotgun slug. I just need enough of them. What is my favorite found media? So do you mean media that was lost and then found? If that's the case, I would probably say Nosferatu, because that was lost to us for a really long time before somebody found an actual completed copy of it. And now they have
Stoker's bitch-ass wife.
Yep, fuck Florence Stoker.
I need that t-shirt.
Some death row meals. 1 olive with a pit in it. Mint chocolate chip ice cream. A Bible. I'm sorry, a Bible. A bag of Jolly Ranchers. And a can of SpaghettiOs that was never given to the inmates. That was never given. The inmate said, I ordered SpaghettiOs. I got spaghetti. The public must know this.
That is true. That is actually something I remember hearing about that.
The original end of The Last of Us is lost media, probably. Did they recently whitewash the doctor that was originally going to do the surgery on Ellie just so they could pull that really fucky retcon?
Yes, they did. He was originally black, and everyone and their mother was pointed out. I think in the remake of #1, they even made him white. But yeah, he was originally a black doctor. Everyone and their mothers laughed about that. Because it was a totally different writer working on Last of Us 1. She's the one that created Kane and I can't remember. The Kane, the vampire game, and some of the others. She's a great writer, and they kicked her out because she wasn't feminist enough.
Yeah. And then Neil Druckmann dry humped the fucking
He's the one that got her fired because she wasn't feminist enough, and she told him to shut the fuck up, that he didn't know what he was talking about.
Yeah, and then he released the game that shat all over everybody that liked the first one.
Yep. Then they let him remake the first one.
Okay.
I know somebody that actually tried to defend The Last of Us 2, and I will never let him forget that. Because he won't admit to it now.
The purge happens. What's the first law that you break, both of you? Oh, I'm definitely killing a few people. There's a few people on lists.
Killing a few people, then robbing a few banks? Fuck yeah.
I mean, here's the thing, though, is like, if you're going to rob a bank, though, here's what you got to do, is you got to plan that shit out. Because here's what never gets addressed, really, in the Purge movies, from what I understand, is like, you could seriously exploit the Purge, where it's a night where everything is legal. If you have enough people that have enough high-powered weapons and explosives, they can just go raid, like, Fort Knox, or they can go, like, blow up a bank and steal everything. Like, they incredibly underestimate the ingenuity of regular people or rednecks. No,
I would totally get a group of people for this fuckery.
Could you imagine what would happen if the rednecks like banded together and actually organized to do shit like that? Like 50 like pickup trucks chained to the side of a bank building trying to pull a brick wall off. Like the stupidity, the level of memeage that would come out of one night of the actual Purge if it ever happened. That's why it's so ridiculous to me, even though I do kind of like those movies a little bit in a guilty pleasure way.
The first one or all of them?
The first and second one. I'm not anything. I've never seen any of the ones past that. The best use of the perks would be financial fraud. Yeah. I mean, I guess if it's 24 hours where everything is legal, then yeah. I mean,
so why bother killing your neighbors? Here's my thing. Why bother killing your neighbors? You're just gonna bring like the home, like selling houses in the area will go down because there's been a murder and shit. Fuck that. You go kill your fucking boss. Then you go steal from a bank or some shit. Oh, I never liked my neighbor. He was just a haughty bitch. Yeah, well, who cares? I'm going after the person that deserves it.
All right, so let's see. So, Mike, I watched Jacob's Ladder for the first time. I mean, good for you. I love Jacob's Ladder. It's a fucked up movie. It has a really, really interesting narrative that you don't really expect to go where it goes. And the visuals on that movie
I want to see the original ending of Last of Us.
Jesus comes back. You are given a chance to ask him one question. What do you ask both of you?
Laheim.
Oh, also, hang on a second. Zero. Oh, sorry, we skipped one by zero, Matt. If you could choose only one superpower, what would it be, both of you?
Batman superpower.
He doesn't have superpowers.
No, he has money.
That's not a superpower.
It depends on who you ask. He's flumped in with the superheroes. I'm counting it.
What would I want for a superpower? The ability to absorb and redirect energy.
Why, though?
Because then I could just walk out in front of cars and get smashed with things and kill people, and literally nothing could stop me because I could just absorb all the energy from it. Bullets
I feel like you're going to write something really evil using that eventually in the comic.
I mean, that all depends on if you need me to write something that's that evil.
I always let you write as much evil as you want.
Jesus. So what's yours?
Batman. He's lumped in with the fucking superheroes. I'm using it. He
doesn't have superpowers, damn it. Okay, all right.
He's called a superhero now.
So you want like Elon Musk levels of like money?
No, beyond Elon Musk.
Bill Gates.
Yes.
Jeff Bezos.
Who's got the most?
I think actually it's right now it's actually some random guy because Musk went down a bunch when he bought Twitter. It was Musk at the beginning of the year. Jesus comes back. You are given a chance to ask him one question. What would you ask, both of you?
What does he think of Catholics? Oh, no, I'm sorry. What does he think of the Catholic Church? I need to be that a little bit more defined.
How do I get a bigger dick?
Can you ask your dad for a favor, Jesus? Oh, no, here's mine. What did I do to piss your dad off, Jesus?
Silent.
Yes.
The only good Purge story I ever see is when crossover in Purge and Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, where it comes from the poor of Raul Duke. Okay.
What?
He's talking about Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, like a crossover between that and the Purge. Also, the original ending of Last of Us was a breeding program. They changed it late in the process when the executives found out. Yeah, that would have been weird.
That would have been hysterically. Then the reaction would have been fucking hilarious.
Oh, it would have been, but it still would have been weird as hell. Okay. All right. So what? So we're gonna keep going down the list here. If you want a bad question, if you had a cult that would do anything for you, what's the worst and best thing you'd ask for? You can answer to Purity, even though you have your mafia already.
Yeah, I was gonna say I have my cult. I'm good.
Okay, so if you had a cult, what would you do? What would be the worst and the best thing you would ask for? Okay, so the worst thing that I would probably ever ask from a cult is to give me to make sure that when they die, in their wills, all of their physical objects would go to the church. And since I am the church, it would technically go to me. It's the same thing with Scientologists.
I was about to say, hello, Scientology. How are you?
Exactly. But that's probably the worst thing you can do because you're depriving that family's, the people of that family, the things from their relative after they're dead. The best thing I would probably do is let's see, if you have a cult, probably just form a commune, like somewhere, like out in the jungle, just away from civilization where nobody can see anything that's going on, because nothing's going on. Isn't that right, everybody? Would you like some Kool-Aid?
Kool-Aid's yummy, yay!
Don't worry about the little burn at the end. Jonestown. Okay. Which? Okay, you guys aren't thinking take the powers Forge from X-Men has, then you can build anything. Yeah, I mean that's not a bad power. It honestly isn't. It would definitely be a power you could. It would definitely be something that you could like leverage. You could do stuff with. Which one you fuck? Which one you marry? Which one you kill? Silent Hill Homecoming, Silent Hill Downpour, and Silent Hill Shattered Memories. Question to both of you. I am not the Silent Hill person. That is purity. So it's a fuck, marry, kill. So it's a fuck, marry, kill between those three games. Also sex robots, yes.
I'm killing Shattered Memories. I guess I could marry Downpour. I've never actually played it. And do I have to fuck Homecoming? I don't want to fuck the guy that's mentally retarded. Oh, no, wait, that's 2. That's also 4. Fuck.
I saw that at a Giallo once.
Yeah, no, I fell asleep during that.
Yeah.
So I missed the retard fucking.
You're Mother Nature for 5 years. What do you do, both of you?
Mankind's fucked.
Okay, the first thing I'm gonna do is California's getting wiped off the face of the earth.
Exactly.
I'll do earthquake, tidal wave, all of the above. Just the shoreline is gonna start at Nevada. Let's just put it that way.
That or just make it float off into the ocean.
So we'll start there. The next thing, the next thing is kind of tough because the next thing is just kind of what's gonna mess with people a little bit more. And I think it might be. I think I'm going to give a strong windstorm to Italy so we can finally finish off the Tower of Pisa, because that thing's been leaning for way, way too fucking long. We got to take that thing down. It's a hazard. Then let's see, what else are we going to do? We're going to have to flood some places, because flooding's the new craze now. Everything's flooding now. It used to be tornadoes and shit like that. Now it's flooding. So it's kind of the in thing at the moment. So we're gonna have to flood all those Caribbean islands even more than they're already flooded. They're probably just gonna be underwater now, but that's okay. Then let's see here. We're gonna dump like 10 more feet of snow on Buffalo just because fuck those people. Yeah, that's probably about it. I mean, there would definitely be some wacky things. Like I might make like a little micro tornado go through like somebody's backyard for shits and giggles. Somebody I hated. Why do Catholic priests keep on getting attracted to the altar boys? That's a very good question, and I don't know if anybody actually has the answer to that. I like to think it's just because the Catholics are dumb and don't recognize the red flags. This girl is immune to this fungus. Let's use her to breed humans that are immune. Okay, that's more Last of Us. Who committed a war crime? I mean, there's lots of people that have committed war crimes. We can go down a list of that. Can we hit California and Canada? We can bury Canada under snow. We just have to keep snowing so they can't dig themselves out. I mean, they're too nice to complain. Total control of the boner. Okay. Limitless boner. I'm sorry. That sounds painful in a lot of ways. Because is it limitless, and can you control it is the question. Because if you can't control it, you're going to kill somebody.
Do I want to know? I came back for the end of that.
Tony the Mighty put up a question. Limitless boner length. What? Or better yet, total control of the boner. Maybe move Alaska south a little bit. No, we could leave Alaska where it is. There's too many dangerous things there.
They seem to like the cold. Leave them alone.
And the bear attacks. Total control of the boner. I mean, are we talking like an extra appendage, like it has like a joint in it now where it can move like freely. Like, how are we talking here? Also, how useful is that new appendage going to be with the total control? I mean, you don't really need too much control to use it the way it's supposed to be used anyway. It's mostly in your hips.
Oh, that reminds me. I gotta. Mossy, you still in the stream? In the stream, I'm sending you something on text. This is how I get someone fired from work.
This is amusing. That was a gag, but okay. Keep snowing. That's called Tuesday. Pretty much. Mike, didn't you hear Canada has literally been killing poor people and the homeless?
Oh, there's even a commercial about it.
Oh, is that all the assisted suicide stuff?
Yep.
Yeah, no, I knew about that. Oh, yeah, no, I've been seeing those things. I mean, whatever, I guess. If you want to go do it and you're Canadian, then, I mean, that's your personal choice.
Do a flip.
Do a flip, exactly.
Somebody sent me a 0 pen.
What genre of movies from any country would you get rid of entirely? That's a very good question.
Romance comedies, rom-coms?
Rom-coms are probably my most hated genre, and it's a genre that doesn't really give me a lot of... when I watch a rom-com, I want to peel the flesh off of my face and rip out whatever hair I have left.
So what you're saying is you fucking love them.
I love them to death. That's why they chose one of those. I remember one of those nights, I think it was Kane, chose The Proposal for Rated R Riffs. So he had to sit through that crappy rom-com with Ryan Reynolds and Sandra Bullock. That was like the low. See, here's the other thing too. When actors get stuck on the rom-com circuit, okay? Matthew McConaughey was stuck on the rom-com circuit. Ben Stiller was stuck on the rom-com circuit for a while, even though some of his were actually kind of good, like Meet the Parents. But there are a lot of actors that have been stuck on the rom-com circuit. You do not want to be stuck there, okay? It's steady work, but at the same time, all you're doing is just doing these really crappy sitcom-y type. It's like Seinfeld without any of the quirks. Okay, that's what most rom-coms are. I don't understand
women that like rom-coms.
I
understand. Did I ever tell you what Kane sent me as a birthday message?
Something about butts.
No, hold on. I need to go get it.
It's Mike, what are your opinion on the Dracula owes Moon Knight money meme? I mean, I wouldn't want to owe Moon Knight money. He'd probably try and murder me.
He said, happy birthday, love you, mommy.
Of course.
I love Kane.
I need to get that asshole back in fucking D session. If you ever seen Gundam, favorite Gundam series and why? I've seen a few series. I've seen Wing. I've seen G Gundam, which is probably the funniest series, and it's mostly just because of the Tequila Gundams.
Tequila Gundam needs to be an actual model.
I love how they just that series just doesn't exist to them, basically. $1,000, but the last game you played that has a randomized character creator, you press it, and when whatever comes out, you look like that forever, both of you. Okay, the last game I played is, which I think is still running in the background right now, is Midnight Suns. So that has a character creator. So I would just have to randomly create that character, and that would how I would.
What was the question?
That would be odd. $1,000, but the last game you played that has a randomized character creator, you press it, and whatever comes out, you look like that forever, both of you.
I mean, Midnight Suns has some pretty hot chicks. I'm good with this.
At least I'd have abs.
Yeah, no. I kind of like the muscle build in that game for the girls.
Launch Canada into orbit. Nothing of value lost.
No, we have some fans. A fan from Canada sent us a PlayStation 5.
We'd lose maple syrup.
How do I open this?
Yes, I do know about the Canadian euthanasia commercial. It's really messed up.
Yeah, everyone knows about that one.
Well,
which Mortal Kombat character would you fuck?
Hellraiser is a rom-com. No, it is not. That is not a rom-com. I would love to see
somebody do like a dub of that. That's
do a trailer like because there are YouTube channels that do the trailer remixes of like movies and stuff like that, where they turn them from what they actually are into like a comedy or like a rom-com or something. Do that with that movie. That would be funny.
Oh, Valve, you don't make it easy to open. I'll cut it open.
I like How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. Is that the one that I'm remembering there that you're referencing? I believe it is. Fuck, marry, kill, Swamp Thing, Captain Marvel from the movie, Hypnotoad from Futurama. Okay.
That's a weird set.
So, yeah, and I think only one of those things actually has a vagina. So I would probably fuck Captain Marvel because Brie Larson's kind of hot. Even though she doesn't smile, so she'll be scowling the whole time. That's what they make paper bags for. And then so I'd probably fuck her. I'd probably marry Swamp Thing because I feel like Swamp Thing would take care of me. You know, he feels like the kind of guy that would cuddle afterwards. I've seen the movie that Wes Craven did, so if it's anything similar to that, like I could be Adriana.
Wait, was
Barbeau.
that? I forgot. Was that Wes Craven?
Yes, that was Wes Craven who did the first one. He didn't do Return of Swamp Thing, but he did the first Swamp Thing. Yeah, I feel like I could be Adriana Barbeau in that movie. I feel like I could cut that. And then
clip it.
And then kill. Apparently, we're gonna have to kill the Hypnotoad, which is gonna be kind of difficult because if we make eye contact with it, we're gonna have it take over our brains and probably kill us. So if we try to kill the Hypnotoad, we will probably die. But I don't want to fuck the Hypnotoad because that will probably also kill the Hypnotoad.
I don't think it would let you. I think the Hypnotoad would fuck you.
I feel like anything involving the Hypnotoad, if you got close to it, it wouldn't do that.
Oh, the Steam Deck just scared the shit out of me.
Bop. She Gundam is best Gundam. Kyoshi! Yep. Purity, which Mortal Kombat character would you fuck?
Scorpion. What? I answered the question.
Basic. Let's go with Belina. Mary Mabel.
I mean, that or maybe Jade. Or the clone of her is pretty hot when she has the thing on.
You're a killer and a slasher fic. What is your theme, both of you? Theme as a killer. I'm dead to you, Tony the Mighty. Okay. Why am I dead to you?
Because you'd fuck Brie Larson.
God. What? I'm sorry. She's not terribly unattractive. She's at least very fit. You're a killer and a slasher fic. What is it? All right, so you got to think about that because I mean, my favorite slasher is Jason. So I just love slashers that can rip people apart, shove their fists through people's chests, and do shit like that. So I'd probably be something similar to that because it would just be fun. You'd just be tossing people around like rag dolls and throwing stuff at people and impaling people and throwing them off of buildings, ripping their heads off and shit. It would be great. So what would you do?
Oh, did you play? Oh, they're asking if you ever played the Legacy of Kain games.
I did not.
They were fun.
But there was a question for both of us. You're a killer and a slasher fic. What is your theme?
As in, like, what theme do we use for killing people or the song?
I think they mean what theme you would use for killing people. I don't think he means a song unless he corrects it there.
Also Mecha Wing.
Are you?
Hold on, check. No, it stopped. No, it is a little bit. Try jumping out and coming back in.
Hang on. All right.
Check. Nope, we're good.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe I do a Puppet Master or something.
Weird how Discord does that. He's a Cenobite, cursed to take people's souls. She stumbled upon the puzzle box, but now can she unlock the puzzle box to his heart? Heel Razor coming this spring.
Somebody needs him to record a completely serious version of that and then make it.
Hey, hang on a second. We can clip this. We can clip this. I can do the movie voice here. Let's do this. He's a Cenobite, cursed to take people's souls. She stumbled upon the puzzle box, but now can she unlock the puzzle box to his heart? Hellraiser coming this spring.
There we go.
God, I would love to fill in for that guy that used to do that. It's dead now. Play Legend of Kane. Dick Durek best Swamp Thing. Purity, which DC character would you fuck except Batman?
Constantine.
That's fair.
Was it Phantom Stranger?
I think Phantom Stranger is a sex thing.
What the fuck was his name? Hold on.
Deadman?
No.
If I got $730, what would you buy, both of you? I'd probably buy a TV.
No, Phantom Stranger's a character. Fuck you. I know what I'm talking about. Look, I can also just say the Shadow because he's also worked in DC Universe before.
Yeah, you could. I mean, technically, if you want to go by that, you could do Spawn too.
I'm not opposed to this.
Although I don't think he has genitalia anymore. There's a Scooby-Doo antagonist, which is a guy literally wielding an axe and wearing a pathetically small sheet ghost costume. I mean, it was Scooby-Doo, man. What are we making him say now? The best of most things. Best kill in the series was in Jason X. Yeah, I mean, Jason X.
Are we talking about the?
I think they're talking about the liquid nitrogen kill.
Oh, I was thinking about the other one.
The double sleeping bag. That's the other one too that's in that movie that's really good. The double sleeping bag is a great one. The only thing is it's kind of a cheat because it's technically a hologram when he's doing it, but at the same time, I still give that one credit, but some people don't. The other one that's really good from there is, of course, the liquid nitrogen kill with the head. Great way to go about doing it, and it looks really good. I like him just beating the one cheerleader to death with the other. That, I mean, the noises from the sleeping bag are the best part of that, where you just hear ow, 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 like every time he's just smacking them. And the other guys are just watching it from inside the room as he's just doing it. And at this point, he's Uber Jason. You are the least favorite actor you like for a year. What do you do? The least favorite actor that I like for a year. What do you do?
Alec Baldwin. So you shoot somebody.
I was going to say Tom Cruise, so I die in space. Which, by the way, he did go to space to film a movie. I don't know if he's still in space filming said movie.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he went to low Earth orbit to film a movie. He went up with I think he went up with the Amazon people.
Jeez.
What is Cult Totem? Purity Findom. Purity would fuck Calendar Man.
Why would I? What? No, I wouldn't. I'd fuck Calendar Girl from Batman the Animated Series.
Hello, what are you going to play? We're kind of doing a chill thing right now, but if you guys want to do games, that's up to Purity.
I mean, I could turn on that Disney game, but this is more fun because I'm totally not setting up my Steam Deck.
See, guys, he just wanted his machete back. That was a great line from that movie. I'm not going to lie. Who are Baby New Year's parents?
Father Time.
Well, you see, kids, once a year, Father Time travels down to the ghetto in order to get a child of questionable birth to be Baby New Year. And that's how that happened. Mike and Purity, opinions on Jonah Hex. You mean the movie or the character in general? Because I like the character. The movie was kind of crappy.
I only know a little bit about the character. I've not seen the movie.
All I know is he's Old West Marvel, which that's really the biggest one I know from there, other than I think
Old West DC.
Yeah. So yeah, Old West DC, not Marvel. Nice to have that much money. I imagine this is a tricky one. What's your least favorite character? Question for both of us. My least, I think it's just general least favorite character. least favorite or hated?
Can we get like a definition and what? Because there's a long list.
Any thoughts on why WB dropped Cavill from the upcoming Superman film? It's because they wanted to cast somebody younger. It's because James Gunn, for whatever reason, decided he just didn't want Henry Cavill in the mix. I don't know why, because it seems like a really dumb choice after the positive reaction they had from his cameo at the end of Black Adam. And it's not like he was caught up in anything, because he was out of the Geralt role by that point, so there wasn't really much of a dealing with that. So I don't really know why they axed him, unless they want to just do something really dumb with Superman, which they probably will, since this.
Considering what James Gunn has been hinting at, it's not something that's going to work out well for him.
Probably not, yeah. So I reserve judgment on the movies until I start seeing actual stuff from them. But I was also one of those people that preferred the Snyder version, the uncut Snyder versions, I should say, of the DCEU. I like that a lot better because it was a lot different than the MCU. It wasn't just a copycat type thing. You mean, okay, hated character. And also our favorite. Okay. Most hated character.
There's a long list, damn it.
Oh, God. You know what character I abysmally hate is, and I know everybody's gonna jump on me for this. I hate Robin. I hate every iteration of Robin. I do not like any of them. I feel that Batman is much better when he's alone.
I'll say Harley Quinn. Every fucking iteration of her.
But at least she's hot.
But she's the fucking annoying hot.
You can put up with annoying hot as long as it's hot enough.
Until she opens her mouth.
You can tune that out. It's what, drugs and alcohol are for. Okay, so hang on a second, because we're getting some more questions. Jonah Hex, money, yada, yada, yada. Any thoughts on why WB dropped? Okay, we just did that. You both can only watch one movie the rest of your life. What is it? Star Trek II, Wrath of Khan. I've already seen that movie 300 times.
Either the original Puppet Master, I guess Nightmare on Elm Street.
You have a choice to permanently remove two music genres of your choice, both of you.
K-pop.
Country and rap.
K-pop.
Okay, actually, you know what? I'll leave rap because there is some rap that's okay. K-pop can go die in a fire. I'm with you on that. Country and K-pop. There's nothing in country that is redeemable, especially at this point. Jonah Hex was in an episode of Batman, the animated series, where he fought Ra's al Ghul back in the Old West. Yes, he was also in an episode of Justice League when Green Lantern, Wonder Woman, and Hawkgirl travel back in time in Batman. If you had to choose one actor that you could no longer watch of your favorite actors, who would it be? It has to be one of your favorite actors, both of you. You could no longer watch. And it has to be an actor that I actually enjoy watching.
I don't know.
Christ. I'm trying to think of some actors that are. I mean, that's a hard question. You suck, man. That's a hard question.
Yeah.
Oh God. Well, see here. All right, so here we go. So most of the actors that I really like are already dead. So I'm gonna go on a limb here. Steve McQueen. I love Steve McQueen movies. He has some of the best movies in terms of like car chases and stuff like that. Great actor. So I would pick him probably just because of the amount of movies that are on that list, and I don't want to pick somebody else that I watch a lot more movies of. Although I am very sad that they are rebooting Bullet. I don't think you should reboot that. I think that should stay.
I was gonna say Boris Karloff, but then I took it back. No, I can't decide.
Batman's much better when he's alone. Okay, but Alfred. Yeah, but Alfred isn't going out.
Alfred doesn't count, you fuckers.
Alfred isn't going out and ninja kicking people in the back of the head.
You'd
okay,
watch
at
the
least
fuck out of that, though.
I mean, they did do a show on that.
No, I want old man Alfred kicking ass.
Grayson is awesome. Fuck you, Mike. I knew I was gonna get pushback from that. I just think the concept of Robin is stupid because I know the reason why they did it. They did it to appeal to kids. That was the whole point, because before that, Batman was darker, and then they made him more friendly for kids when it went into the 50s, and then, Superman was shooting rainbows out of his hands.
No, they changed it because of they changed him to be more kid friendly because of the comic code, actually.
Yeah, but at the same time, it was still a change that I didn't think was really necessary. I know they did it because the government was cracking down on all of it, but still. Opinion on Borat. The first movie is amusing. The second one can go burn in a fire.
I've never seen any of them.
The first one is kind of funny because people didn't know what Borat was. So it's like, there's a scene in it where Borat goes and stays at this Jewish family's house. And the whole thing is he's supposed to be from a very Islamic country, so he hates Jewish people. So they give him a sandwich and he thinks it's poison, so he starts eating pieces of it, and as soon as they look away, he starts spitting it out, throwing it in different parts of the room. There's just dumb shit that he does in the first one that's funny. The second one is him trying to do that, but everybody knows who he is, so none of it lands.
Isn't he also supposed to be political too during that?
Yeah, there's a lot of political stuff during that, which doesn't really some of it's funny and some of it's just really that's just kind of cringy. Dubstep. I didn't know dubstep was still a genre. Dark country though. What the fuck is dark country? You're talking about outlaw country, stuff like that? Because I like the old country, like Johnny Cash and stuff. Yeah. Disco had more value. No?
I like disco.
Again, fuck you, Hank goddamn Williams.
Don't ask these questions if you don't want our opinions.
I don't watch the rest of the DC animated universe. I think everything outside of the original Batman run was shit. I mean, that's your opinion.
Alfred doesn't count as a sidekick.
It was definitely different. You wake up as the other gender, but extremely hot. It's for 2 years. What do you do, both of you? I mean...
He's going to masturbate the entire time.
Probably, yeah. Also, that body's going to be wrecked at the end of those 2 years. So I hope when I go back to my original body that it's either A, the exact same amount of wrecked as it was when I transitioned over and then back, or it's better than it was when I originally flipped over for whatever reason. So yeah, I would probably spend those 2 years annihilating that hot body as much as possible. Both of them. Alfred counts. They did give a bunch of superhero sidekicks to appeal to. Yeah, they did. I always thought this Ali G character was way better. Ali G was funny. I mean, I never really got into because Borat, Purity, I don't know if you know anything about Borat at all.
I don't. Go on. This is all you.
So it came from I think it was HBO that had the show. It was like a sketch comedy show. It's where his character Bruno came from as well. The one that he made the gay movie about. So it was all like a sketch thing with Sacha Baron Cohen, and Borat was one of them, and that's where that movie came from and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I mean, I think they tried to do an Ali G movie, but I think what happened was that fell through when Bruno didn't make the money they wanted. Dark Country and Murder Folk, good stuff. I recommend Amigo the Devil, great music. Okay. I want less screaming in metal music. Well, then don't listen to Screamo.
I listen to fantasy metal.
Alfred isn't in the field. How many times are you going to make me say fuck you? I don't know how many. Wow. Opinions on Eurobeat. I don't even know what the fuck Eurobeat is, man.
It's European. It's trash.
I gathered it was European, but I've never heard it. You feel absolutely no pain for 5 years. What do you do? That's a good question because you can still be injured. It's just you won't feel pain. So, I mean, here's the problem with that. You can go out and get shot and not feel it, but you're still going to be shot and you're still going to be losing blood and you could probably still die. You just won't die in pain. So I don't know if I'd change all that much if I couldn't feel pain. It would just be kind of, nice to not, feel pain when I stub my toe or burn myself. What would I do if I was made the owner of Disney? Now that's a fun one.
I have a long list.
Okay, Bob Iger would be fired.
Half the fucking, I think everybody there would be fired.
But yeah, most of them, or at least I could tell them what to do. Yeah, I would do that. First of all, I would then immediately liquefy Lucasfilm because they're all useless at that point, and I would reform that company from the ground up. You'd probably cancel Star Wars projects for 5 years in the upcoming future. Maybe keep a little bit of small screen stuff just to make sure that it stayed in the public consciousness, and then try and do some actual good shit and start doing some adaptations. Old Republic would be top on that list. Actual Old Republic, not the bullshit they're trying to push now with that High Republic crap, which is a different time period. So Star Wars would get a full revamp. Disney, as far as the Marvel side of things go, I would get rid of all the crappy movies that they've announced so far. There's a few movies that I would keep on the docket. I would keep Ant-Man 3 because that seems interesting and I like Jonathan Majors as Kang. I would keep Guardians 3 and some of those other ones. I would probably axe the Blade movie unless they made it rated R. I would definitely make it rated R if I could. And the Deadpool 3 movie looks interesting because they got Hugh Jackman to come back as Wolverine for one last go around. So yeah, that's probably the extent of what I would do if I was in charge of Disney. Also, I would immediately get some people into those parks to fix everything because when they go under state jurisdiction this coming year, it's not going to be fun. You already mentioned the other Spotify exclusive Batman Unburied. Okay. I haven't really listened to any of the audio dramas. Eurobeat is Euro trash music played in European strip clubs. You have to remember after. All right, so it's club music. So basically, what it is it's club music. So club music sounds the same wherever you go, man. It doesn't matter. It's just it's there for noise. It's not there for enjoyment. It's there for noise. You get a movie called Ali. Really, Ali G did get a movie. I didn't realize he actually did. People can't feel pain and do stuff like accidentally bite off parts of the. Yeah, no, that's the other thing that can happen too if you don't feel pain. Pain is there for a reason. Your fingers are gun barrels, and every time you point, they fire. What do you do?
We go to jail very fast.
I was gonna say, yeah, no. If you're trying to do the FODs to people, you're gonna be killing people. I don't know what it would fire in terms of ammunition. Would it fire like an actual bullet? Would it be like a meat round or something? Like would it be like Videodrome where you have like a gun built into your hand like that? Because that would be kind of funky. It would also be probably extremely painful. So I mean, here's the thing: is it one of those things that's obvious, or is it like a Wolverine thing where like it pops out when you're ready to shoot it and then it goes back into your hand or something? Because if that's the case, oh yeah, no, you definitely got to start walking. You got to start trying to find out where the people are on your list that you want to pump off at that point, because now you have they can't find that shit unless it's a metal barrel that's like in your arm, like a Wolverine thing where they can get it with like a metal detector or something. The Ali G movie has him get elected to Parliament. It's hilarious. Has the guy from the Hobbit movies in it as one of his sidekicks. One of the Hobbits? Or Martin Freeman. Nope, full gun barrel, random bullets. Random bullets. So, like, you'll just, like, fire one of them and it's like a 22, that feels like something from fire D&D. The next one, it's a 50. So you fire one and it's like a 22, and you fire another one that's like a 50 cal. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Martin Freeman. Yeah, it's Martin Freeman. Yeah, the guy from he was also he was Watson in the Sherlock series with Benedict Cumberbatch. He's done a lot of stuff actually for the most part. Very good actor. Yeah, no. I mean, it would also be very like it would be oddly convenient for like self-defense. Like, you wouldn't have to draw a gun. You could just literally just like point your index finger and bang. You know, it would definitely catch the people off guard. I'm not sure exactly what would happen in terms of how that would integrate with your body. I don't have to poop for 5 years.
How does your body get rid of things then?
I would assume it doesn't. Unless here's the next question about that. Is it one of those things where the filth just keeps building up inside of your body over the years, or is it one of those things where you have like a excuse me, you have like a black hole or something in the center of your heart that just sucks in all matter and destroys it before it can go through your system? Like, I'm just not sure what we're talking about here. I wouldn't if I couldn't poop for 5 years and it was just building up inside of me, I would probably just become morbidly obese and not be able to move. If it's a bottomless pit thing, I don't know what I would do, because then I could technically never be full. And I don't even know if I would be getting nutrients if it was in that scenario, because it would be a black hole. Nope, black hole in understands. Okay. So yeah, no, I mean, you would probably die, to be honest, because if it's the black hole thing, then you wouldn't get any nutrients. Unless you're shoving stuff up your butt.
Don't shove things up your butt.
Every time you get... Hang on a second. Rise and shine, Martin Freeman, rise and shine. Not to imply you've been hobbiting on the job. No one is more deserving of a rest. Studio series is good now. Okay. Black hole... Every time you get drink/smoke, a portal drops you into a random movie/game universe. What do? Find a weapon.
Yep. Hope to God you're the main character.
Because that's the other thing. If you're getting dropped into a random movie or game, chances are there's something that wants to kill you, or you're in an environment that you are not going to survive in for very long. So you should probably find a weapon. Especially if you're in a rom-com.
No, with your luck, you get dropped into like a video game that's like one of those educational games, or like worse, a Barbie game.
I get dropped into Mario and get curb stomped by Luigi.
It's Luigi. You can fight back. He's scared of everything.
I kind of look like Mario.
Oh, I know your next cosplay.
Except Mario's not balding.
I know your next cosplay.
Hope you're not the comedian. No. So yeah, no, that would probably be my first thing, is find a weapon. And then after that is probably immediately try and kill the thing that's trying to kill me, or hide from the thing that's trying to kill me so it doesn't kill me. You're the boss of your favorite video game. The player is coming to kill. What do you do?
Put someone else in charge.
What game? Because that's a very specific question of what you would do. Is what game? Mario, or Luigi? Ever watched the British sitcom The Young Ones? No, I have not seen that one.
It's a shooter.
You will be having any amount of money you want, but porn is banned and cleared from the internet from everywhere. It's gone. It's pooped from existence and never comes back, and everybody knows it's your fault.
I'm okay with this.
Who do you look like after making plastic surgery? Okay, so that was a very elaborate backstory to see what you want. So I don't want to look at all like myself if that's the case. The other thing is I need to make sure it's a doctor who doesn't like pornography. Because if he does, he's probably just gonna slit my throat at the operating table.
You need to find yourself a nice, good Christian doctor.
Nope, I'd probably look like George Clooney.
South Park.
I mean, if you're gonna, yeah, exactly. I mean, if you're gonna pick somebody to look like, at least look like somebody that's handsome and at least somewhat good. I'll definitely be a fatter version of George Clooney.
You're not that
but they're gonna have to pack that jaw in a little bit. They're gonna have to probably give me a little bit of fuller lips. There's definitely gonna need to be a nose job done. Cheekbones are gonna need, yeah. Well, I mean, it's just how my face is gonna look. It's kind of like, I'll be like the Danny DeVito version.
Yeah, I was gonna say, they don't wonder why George Clooney is so short. Oh, it actually plays the Zelda music on Startup. That's fucking amazing.
Because the other thing is, if you don't get that surgery to change how your face looks, somebody is gonna kill you. there's probably at least like 50 million people that are going to try and kill you. A shooter. Okay, so you get dropped into a shooter. Yeah, definitely find a weapon. That's the first thing, is you find a weapon. The second thing is you realize where the hero is and you immediately try not to be there. Because everybody that goes around the hero and the shooter, unless it's you, usually dies a horrible death eventually. So you do not want to be, Marine number 1 around Master Chief. You don't want to be that guy, because that guy is going to get riddled with needler rounds and die. Like Luigi better than Mario because Luigi is more of a personality. I mean, it's tomato. It's just, there are a couple of Italian pumpkins that jump Luigi. Up on pipes. You can bring back 5 actors of your choice. Who are they? That's a good one. Do you want to do that one?
Wait, which one? I'm sorry, I was not playing with something. What?
You can bring back 5 actors of your choice. Who are they?
Well, are they going to be young, or are they going to be like zombies?
Like bring them back to life, I think, is kind of thing.
Karloff.
So okay.
Leslie Nielsen.
Yep.
I have to think about somebody else. I picked 2. You can have the others.
All right. So I'm probably I would definitely go with Humphrey Bogart. I would like him back.
Oh yeah, that would be cool.
If Orson Welles wasn't as much of a douche, I'd say him, but I really don't want him back. Give me Leonard Nimoy back.
Yes.
Shit. Who else? Give me Paul Newman. Oh God, who was the? I'm trying to think of some of the other ones from like the Golden Age. I mean, you could definitely give me. No. I was gonna say something else. I'm trying to think of ones that weren't douches. Give me Burt Reynolds back. I want Burt Reynolds back. Richard Pryor. There's like a million different actors that I would love to have back and living. George Carlin was in movies too, so I'm counting him. But yeah, get his ass back in here.
Ooh,
God,
wait. Gene Wilder.
Yes. What's a movie people hate that you love, and vice versa?
Super Mario.
Is that one that you love, or one that you hate? It's a guilty pleasure for me. I'm going to be honest. I do really enjoy that movie too. It's terrible, but I love it. So I'll answer the second part of that first. So a movie that everybody loves that I hate, Titanic. I hate that fucking movie to death. I hate every single part of it. I think it's stupid. The only thing that I like about it is the visuals of the ship going down at the end. Because the whole thing about that movie that doesn't make sense to me, and I think I've said this live on stream before, is the current year segments don't make any goddamn sense in Titanic. And the reason why is because think about this at the end of this movie. So this old lady, this 100-year-old old bat that's on this ship, talking about how she banged Leonardo DiCaprio back in the 30s. Which, by the way, every single guy on that ship, all the researchers now have that image of that like 99-year-old woman smacking lips with Leonardo DiCaprio in a car. So because they don't get to see the young version as Kate Winslet. They just have to picture that. So that's stupid. The whole you can make a drinking game out of the end of that movie, actually, if you take a shot every time Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet scream each other's characters' names at each other. And you will die, probably, but I'm just saying, you can make a drinking game out of that. I'd swig beer. I wouldn't take hard liquor, because if you take hard liquor, you probably will die of alcohol poisoning in the first 2 minutes. But yeah, no, that is a movie that I hate that a lot of people love. Avatar could probably be jumped into there, too. I know the second one of those just came out. Now for a movie that I love that everybody else hates. We mentioned Super Mario Brothers, but one that's a bit further up on that list for me, I think, is Doom 2005. That is a guilty pleasure movie.
There we go.
I hate Avatar and love the iRobot with Will Smith. I like iRobot with Will Smith. It's nothing like I don't think it's really all that close to the story. But I do like that movie. It's at least interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna scroll back up here because I think I took a while answering that vice versa question. You both could bring any 3 historical figures to modern times. Who are they? I could be such a horrible person.
Oh, Apu was in a movie. That's cool.
Apu?
In
From
the
The Simpsons?
chat.
Oh, sweet. Good for you, buddy. So what 3 historical figures would you bring? Well, I'd probably get Jesus, because let's just bring Jesus into the modern
He'd
world
see
and
what's
see.
going on and probably off himself anyway.
Probably, yeah, but at least you could, technically, here's the other thing though, is technically if you bring him back, that means you also have to usher in the end of days.
I'm okay with this. Let's do it.
Because that's supposed to be what happens, right? When he gets brought back to life, it's supposed to be the fucking apocalypse. It's supposed to be the book of Revelation when he comes back to save humanity and bring the worthy people up to heaven instead of being burned alive in hell on earth. So if I brought Jesus back, I would probably also cause the apocalypse, but still that would be funny to me. Maybe we can bring Moses back. We can bring Moses back and see what he has to say about things. Probably just smack people with that shepherd stick of his.
I'm okay with this.
I also would probably ask him what were on those other 5 commandments that he dropped at the end of at the bottom of Mount Sinai.
Show him History of the World Part 1.
He'd probably laugh at it. All right. Yeah, so I would definitely, so that would probably be up there. For shits and giggles, why not bring Adolf Hitler back just to see what his reaction would be? Because here's the thing.
So let me get this back. You want to bring back 2 Jews and Adolf Hitler? Mike, no! Mike, no! Mike, no!
I didn't say they would all be in the same place. But just here's the thing, though, that you got to remember if you brought back Hitler in modern times, because here's the thing. Hitler was a dumbass. He was just really good at screaming at people, and people thought that was cool because the German language is very angry. But the thing that you have to remember is that he was just a screaming idiot. So nowadays, people would just, film him on their phones, and he would become an internet meme, and it would be, hey, look, there's a dude dressed up as Hitler screaming on the street corner. Look how funny this is. He would be a joke. He would essentially be a joke, which would be funny for me, and then hopefully I could push him in front of a car after that.
No,
Christopher Lee, yeah, I'd bring back Christopher Lee if I was talking about. If we're talking about actors, yeah. Jack Nicholson is still alive. Yes, you don't need to bring him back.
Fuck Hitler and take him to L.A. No, that might actually cause World War III. He might actually become determined at that point.
You heard me. I hate Avatar and Love My Robot. You're a gun. What would you want to be? A Barrett 50 caliber sniper rifle.
That's very precise.
Yes.
Excuse me.
Titanic is a moral freak. I think Rose and Jack do dirty the rich asshole. Well, I mean, he didn't stay rich for long because he lost all his money in the stock market and then hung himself, according to the little blurb at the end of the movie. Titanic sank in 1912. That is correct.
Remember, there is a second Titanic movie. There is a sequel cartoon movie.
Oh, and also remember there are several other Titanic movies, including one that was made by Nazi Germany.
Have you seen the one about the boat that's alive?
Yep. I've never seen the movie, but I know it exists.
Yep.
You have
knife. Third match, Cartman's.
Hey, I gotta say, you have knife toes. What do you do? I did that in a session we did of Everybody's John, where I had Wolverine claws that came out of my feet, and all I did was I just kept kicking people in the balls with them.
I fucking wish I had recorded our last time playing that, because you people led me to victory. I didn't have to do barely anything that entire game. You guys kept making it easy for me.
You mean the apocalypse is not happening already? Not the biblical one. I don't know which religion this one is. Maybe it's Scientology. Yes, he was. Fuck off. Well, maybe he was a regular dude, bro. I'd bring Hitler back just so I could show him modern Germany. He'd likely kill himself after I do. I have Christopher Walken's voice for a little while. What do? I immediately record every bit of audio that I can to make people think that I'm Christopher Walken so that I have that, and then give that information to every other person I know that has an audio deck.
This is why I keep trying to get Wep to record when he's sick, because then we can make Alex Jones jokes.
Hitler was extremely charismatic and an idiot. Yes. Wasn't Hitler Jewish too? I think he had members of his family, extended family, I think, that were Jewish. I don't know if it was a direct thing. It's mine. Fuck Hitler and take him to L.A. Wait, Mike, was it that the plot of a movie? To bring back Hitler? I don't remember.
There is a cartoon called The Awesomes, where they actually have the grandkids of Hitler, Goebbels, and I can't remember who else, who are trying to bring them back, and it's probably the funniest shit, because the daughter of Hitler goes, he was so or the granddaughter goes, he was such a loving and understanding guy, and literally everyone's like, because all the shit she's saying is worse and worse. She's like, he just wanted equality.
I don't believe there was a movie the only movie I can remember where they tried to bring back Hitler was Boys from Brazil, but that was where they were trying to clone Hitler and replicate his childhood to create like dozens of Hitlers around the world. Very odd movie.
Remember, guys, Hitler wouldn't exist if he had just gotten into art school.
Yep. Mike, okay, a sequel to Titanic, I hope so. Fuck, marry, kill. Stalin, Hitler, and Hillary Clinton.
Wow. One of them's gonna kill you no matter what.
All right, so let's go over the fuck options first. So what happens when you fuck Stalin? Well, Stalin's gonna be done with you after you fuck him, because he's just gonna have the secret police take you away and put you in Siberia. So that's probably not the best idea. Hitler, I mean, Germany eventually fell, so we all know what happened to Eva Braun. You don't want to take that place in that bunker. So I don't know. Well, actually, so that would be marry. So
yeah, no, if you're just fucking him, he might send you a nice flower set or a painting.
He'll send you a nice gold necklace.
I don't want to know where that gold came from.
I was about to say that. So maybe fuck him. You don't want to fuck Hillary Clinton. There's teeth down there. Kill? If you kill Hitler, you are saving 6 million Jews. I mean, that's kind of.
Oh, did you see Shudder's newest movie that's coming out?
No,
it's not. It doesn't seem like a horror, but it's about Hitler.
Okay.
It's about a group of Russians who have to bring Hitler's remains to Stalin.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw the trailer and I said, where's the horror? This doesn't seem like a Shudder thing, but it's a Shudder original. So does Hitler become a zombie in this? Because that would be fucking amazing.
That would be amusing. So, fuck, marry, kill. So, here's the thing. Here's the thing. If you marry Hillary Clinton, she will use her succubus powers and suck the life out of you, like what she's done to Bill so far. So, I'd kill Hillary Clinton.
Please, God, don't clip that.
I'd kill.
We're going to get a fucking flower pot to our head.
I would fuck Hitler and I'd marry Stalin. Because at least if you marry Stalin, as long as you're satisfying him, he'll just leave you alone. Hey, there was a movie where Hitler, for some reason, wakes up in a modern Germany. It's called Guess. Oh, I haven't seen the movie, but I know what you're talking about. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, no, if I lose my channel because of that whole conversation, I'm blaming the person who asked that.
Make a note. You have a sexy clone of yourself. What do? Transfer my mind into the clone.
Why are there 32 of you watching this shit?
Apparently, my rambling is entertaining enough. They make 2 clones of Hitler, then we know that there were in. Oh God. Okay. Goodbye. It was nice knowing you. Who do I ban? Okay. Let's get off Hitler for a little while. Let's get off the dictator bandwagon for a little while. Let's
at least that dictator. Let's get off him for a little while.
Yeah, still, yeah.
Keep donating, guys. If you want to talk about Hitler, you now have to use Streamlabs. Oh, geez, my entire Streamlabs is about to be. I'm gonna get contacted with them. We'll ask you why I just keep getting donations mentioning Hitler. Oh well, fuck it. It's money.
Stranger things have happened.
I am politically correct as fucking comparison. And you people haven't heard me off stream.
Yeah.
You're on post, honestly. I've said some horrendous shit. Nope. Not admitting to shit.
Don't admit to anything unless you're getting paid to admit to it.
Do I have my I do have my cough drops in here. Good. I have to go get them.
I have Purity, why is the FBI knocking on my door?
Is that why Nico's barking?
Only you know those answers. You have the choice to be the underwear of your favorite person. Who is it? Do you mean who would I want to be the underwear of? Or do you mean like I have to be the underwear of my best friend? Because that would be weird.
Oh, wait. Does that mean your underwear for Web or me?
No, the first one. Okay, thank God. Okay, so who would I want to be for? It wouldn't be Gwyneth Paltrow because I've seen the Goop website.
Oh my God, that was funny.
I know how many sex toys go into that thing on a regular basis. That would not be fun. Just be like a shower all day. Probably, if I'm gonna say it, oh God, I'm trying to think of who would probably be. It would definitely be a chick. Definitely be a chick. I don't want any of the nut sweat, none of that shit. That's just nasty. Trust me, I know. The only one that comes to mind right now, for whatever reason, is you know what? No, I want to be Christina Hendricks' underwear. Yes, the hot redhead from Mad Men. Have you watched Wednesday, Your Score? I have not watched Wednesday.
I keep wanting to get him to watch it with me. I'm waiting for him to agree to it. I got him to watch the Pinocchio movie.
Yeah, but that was Del Toro. I was going to watch that anyway.
I wasn't expecting Stalin. No, Mussolini, sorry.
Mussolini. Yeah, I wasn't expecting him to actually show up. You die and come back as Judas, and everyone on Earth knows it. What do you do?
Jesus isn't around, so you're basically fine?
Okay, so do you mean I come back as Judas in modern day, or do you mean I'm reborn and reincarnated as Judas in biblical times? Because those are two very different questions. Because I don't think anybody would recognize Judas just by looking at him. And let's be honest, if you're in certain parts of New York and you're speaking Yiddish, they're still going to understand you. Favorite video?
Yiddish is European. Never mind.
Is it?
It's more of a European type
Hebrew.
Of thing. Yeah, it's like a European bastardized, like slang Hebrew, but yeah, no, it's basically what everyone likes to use.
5 a.m. This was fun. Oh, geez, 5 a.m.
Logan, go sleep, you crazy fuck. By the way, for those that have been asking, we will do the education games, but someone has to send them to me. I'm not forking money over for that.
Favorite video game? That's a good question.
I should go put those on my wish list. Hold on. That's probably my bad.
I mean, I was a really, really big fan of the early Halo games. I was a big fan of the original Gears of War trilogy. I'm an XCOM fanatic. I love Destiny 2.
Really? $50 to get all these games that you people want us to play? Jesus Christ.
Okay, so let's see here. That's the thing is, there's a lot of video games that I could list on that. You know what one of my favorite ones was Star Wars Battlefront 2, the original one. I played the fuck out of that when it was out. So I'd probably put that up there. The original Spyro games are probably up there too, and I love the Reignited trilogy. Mike, ever watched 2012 movie The Dictator, the Sacha Baron Cohen movie? I've seen bits and pieces of it. It's funny. Don't get me wrong, it's funny. It's a lot more cinematic than a lot of the movies that he did, because a lot of them were just him running around and interacting with actual people and just them filming it. But that one was actually scripted for the most part. But no, I didn't think that was a bad movie. I thought there were parts of it that were actually really funny. What are Mike's thoughts on the upcoming Ruby/Justice League movie? What? They're doing that?
Because everything has to be made into a shitty, cheap movie.
I don't plan on watching it. I didn't know it existed, and I'm probably going to forget it exists about 10 minutes after the stream is over. You're the owner of EA for 10 years. What do you do?
I'm trying to make it so no one hates them.
I would probably liquidate the entire company and sell off the shares.
Can we at least get American McGee's Alice 3 before you do that? Can you just greenlight that right away, please? Or give him the full rights to it? That would be better.
Well, part of the liquefaction process is cutting down all the satellite studios, so they'll just be on their own again.
Yep, you'll give them full rights. I'm okay with this.
Yeah, sure, why not? I'm just selling off the shares for money and then booking it down to some place in Cancun or Bermuda or something like that. The devs really fucked Cortana in recent. Yeah, no, I mean they really didn't know what to do with her, unfortunately. Your best friend is FBI's most wanted, and there is a large cash reward for turning them in. What do you both do? How big is that cash reward? And
Mike, no.
Can I give an anonymous tip?
Mike, no. Why you gotta do me like that? Fuck it, money's money.
Exactly. Besides, they have appeals.
I posted it in general chat for everyone because we keep getting an insane amount of requests for those fucking games. I've never actually seen those games before.
You're Sony's owner for life. What do you do?
Take them out of America?
Start making DVD players again, because I think they stopped making Blu-ray players, so I would definitely start making those again.
Yeah.
Oh god. See, that's the kind of thing that I was like, Sony
shut down Naughty Dog and then give it back to its original people so we get a good Jack and Daxter game again.
Yeah,
and fire Neil Druckmann, or Druckmann, however you say his name.
Well, yeah. No, there's a lot of overhaul that could be done with Sony. Although
Insomniac keep being Insomniac.
Yeah, basically. I mean, they've been doing a really good job with the Spider-Man games. So
Ratchet and Clank. Let them keep doing Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah, let them keep doing what they're doing. They know what they're doing. As far as the movie side of things go, I think the only things I can think of is I think they own the rights to Ghostbusters, right? That's their thing.
Yes. I want a real Ghostbusters game.
Might not be a bad avenue to go down. Definitely something good for expanding. They're gonna make more movies. Just make sure they're good and not pieces of garbage. As big as you want and enjoy. I'd make the original PS1 startup sequence mandatory in all future consoles.
Yes.
What do you think of the toilet horror game? There's a toilet horror game?
Yeah, I was sent it for us to play. I can install it right now.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Hold on.
Make Gravity Rush 3. I don't even know what those games are. Oh god. See, that's the thing though, is like you also have to, the thing is, if I'm also the head of Sony, what I'm gonna have to do is we're gonna have to start doing a lot of like weird things with Spider-Man because we've done everything else with him now.
You mean like make a good movie?
The last one was a good movie. It's kind of hit or miss. It's weirdly hit or miss. The toilet horror game has a sequel now. Okay. Gotta get back to work. Okay. You have the most unstoppable army at your disposal. You must invade a country. Who do you invade? I'll tell you who I'm not going to invade, and that's Ukraine.
Oh, God, no. Stop, Mike.
So hang on a second. So what country do I invade if I have an unstoppable army? I invade...
Go with Russia, just to save our channel.
No, I wasn't going to go with that. You know what? Just for shits and giggles, let's go invade Canada.
That's not going to be very hard. They'll apologize and bow down immediately. Look at Justin Trudeau.
Exactly, but here's the thing. You have an unstoppable army and you get to invade a country. So you invade a country that's just going to surrender to you so you don't have to waste any of the army. Then you still have an unstoppable army. It's great.
You could also just invade France if you want that. But nobody wants France.
Yeah, but France is next to Germany.
Yeah, no, let Germany have France. It's fine.
We did that before.
I know I'm saying let them have it again. They pretty much own it right now anyway, apparently.
I tender my resignation. Fuck you.
It's okay, we didn't say we'd kill you, Canadians.
I just said we'd take over the country. I didn't say we would massacre the public.
Not yet.
Not until we're under full totalitarian rule. So yeah, that would be the joke there. Then invade North Korea, make it better. I don't know if you can make North Korea better at this point. It's literally just like a few cities and a bunch of
invade
burned out
North
trees.
Korea. You're under new management now. They won't even notice the difference.
See, here's the thing, though, is that if you're going to invade someplace, try at least make sure that place has some kind of resources that are worth it. Like, don't invade a country that's just basically a giant DMZ between South Korea and China.
I'm going to invade them and make them watch my channel.
You're not.
It'll be mandatory.
So, like I said, I don't think you could actually make that country better at the moment. But yeah, no, that would definitely not be. How much worse?
Wait, can we invade China? That would be fucking hilarious.
No, it wouldn't.
We have an unstoppable army.
That would be the end of the plan.
We have an unstoppable army. What do we give a fuck?
Every time you sneeze, you teleport to the last place you thought of, real or fictional. Do you use this power for good or evil? Oh, evil. 100% fucking evil. Very personal things that I would probably do with that. All you have to do is do the Marty McFly thing. Think about someplace. Think about like a thrift shop in like 1995, and then you teleport there. You buy a sports almanac. You get some pepper and shove it up your nose, and you sneeze again and come back to the present, or at least a little bit further up, and then make a bunch of bets. Invade West time.
Nope.
I don't want these people. If you have ability to go to any anime or movie time travel and pause time in your mortal, would it be good, evil, or in between? I don't know what that question is.
He's saying, like, if you could travel to any anime or movie you want and, like, pause your life here so it doesn't get affected, would you do it? And where would you would you be good or evil? Evil.
I mean, here's this is one of the things that people
going to
don't
Mob
understand.
Psycho.
Well, this is one of those things that people don't understand in the way some of these things work. Is that let's put it this way. Let's give a hypothetical situation. So you're pausing time in some way, and the time is never going to go forward. Eventually, you will lose your fucking mind.
No, you'd be able to manually turn back on time.
Oh, okay. I thought he was issuing the question
like when you come back, time just goes right back.
Okay, I assumed it was one of those things where you have to stop it at this point in time in this universe, and it is stuck there. If it was a universe where I could like start and stop time for shits and giggles, for a movie universe,
you do so much evil shit wherever you go. Then
I would probably pick something like Star Trek because the ability to stop time is not something that's abnormal there.
I just think it's a holodeck malfunction.
Exactly. Well, half the time it is.
No. You have to go to Star Trek, but it's Voyager. I didn't say Picard, at least.
Your least favorite NPC is coming to make your life troublesome, not kill you, not ruin your life, just be general nuisance. Who are they? My least favorite NPC character. That is a good one. I'm gonna oh god, who is the guy from I'm trying to remember who the actually he's not technically an NPC. Well, he is an NPC, but you do sort of play as him. You ever play the first Knights of the Old Republic game?
No.
God damn, I'm trying to remember the guy who's the pilot. Not Cal, it's something I forget what his we're setting fire. Yeah, I know. It seems like people just do that year round anyway, but I mean, obviously it's going up to New Year's. So people are just gonna do it. So I'm trying to think of an NPC that I dislike, but who's not trying to kill me. Fuck. That's a really hard fucking question because I'm trying to remember some of the. Oh god. Because that's the thing is like I could pick something from Destiny, but I like most of those NPCs. They're not terrible to me. Actually, you know what? I'll take the NPC.
Pick a really annoying one from Midnight Suns. There you go. I'll make it easy.
Caretaker. Fuck caretaker. I don't care. Just leave me alone. She needs to just go in her room and lock the door and never come out again. That bitch is so fucking annoying, and everything she says is wrong. So as far as that game goes, it is definitely her, and she can definitely just go away and lock herself in her room somewhere. And then I can just listen to Agatha because Agatha is smarter than her. 6 people are going to go for $1 million every month for the rest of your life, or become immortal. But the only thing that can kill you is your favorite food/drink. I would take the $1 million every month. Then I can just buy as much food that I want, and my healthcare will probably be so good that I'll live until I'm 120. Any NPC from Skyrim? Initially I did think about the arrow to the knee dude. Initially I did consider that. If I'm stuck in one of these worlds, which one would I choose? Fallout or Elder Scrolls? I would probably pick Elder Scrolls, because Elder Scrolls you can actually perform magic and stuff. Fallout is just unpleasant. Because I mean, you could just walk somewhere and get irradiated and turned into a fucking super mutant. So I mean, Fallout has a lot more of a downside. Oh god. So I would prefer, but your life is ruled by dice rolls. Random dice. Okay. All right, I'd do that. I'd do it $1 million a day, it's just $1 million, but your life is ruled by dice rolls. Okay, I'm fine with that. As long as I don't make any crazy decisions. Because that's the thing is, if you don't make the decision, then you don't have to roll the dice. Opinion on British pigs in a blanket. Is it different than American pigs in a blanket? I don't know what the difference. Have any of you seen Captain Simeon and the Space Monkeys? And what did you think of it? I have not. That sounds like, I remember, didn't they do a movie called Space Chimps? That sounds a bit like that movie. They did like an animated movie called Space Chimps. And I remember it was one of the guys from guy that voices Joe in Family Guy, I think, was the lead one. But no, I have not seen Captain Simeon and the Space Monkeys. That actually sounds like a really, really shitty 90s band. Which one do you choose? The last TV series you watch or anime universe when the male can transform into a female and you're the main protagonist? Wait, what? Oh, hang on a second. Which one do you choose? The last TV series you watch or anime universe when the male can transform into a female and you're the main protagonist? Well, I've never seen a television show where it was, other than anime, where it was that. I don't know of any off the top of my head, so that's kind of I don't know if I can answer that question completely. $1,000 every time you spend money, a random body part of yours grows bigger and another grows smaller. No,
you're gonna get a tiny dick.
Probably, I'm gonna get like a tiny dick and like a massive like pinky finger or something. It's gonna be something stupid like that, because it always is, or it's gonna be like it's gonna be one of those really dumb things. Like, it might not even be something that's like noticeable. Like, one of my lungs will grow in size and it'll hurt when I breathe. Seen Space Ships, it's not good, let me tell you. Do you... I got like 4 anime to think of. Yeah, no, see, that's the thing is, I'm not a massive anime fan. Like, I like anime, don't get me wrong. There's definitely ones that I love, but I don't really watch too many of them where men turn into women. Can we count AI Somnium? Can we count Mama from AI Somnium in that?
Oh, Mama is the best character.
Yeah, but she's cross-dressing, so it kind of makes sense.
I want to see what she looks like when she's not cross-dressing.
Maybe we'll get a chance with the crystal ball eventually.
For 2 big balls.
All right, people, hammer me. Give me some good ones to finish this thing off.
Come on, guys.
DM'd you a picture. Is it in general?
Or did he private message you?
No, he didn't. Oh no, he did.
If you people want me to torture Mike with those games, somebody has to send it to me. I'm not spending $50 on that joke.
Those are wrapped in bacon. Hell yes. Because American pigs in a blanket are usually wrapped in pastry. So yes, I would say British pigs in a blanket. That would be amazing. $1,000, but every time you fart, a random person on Earth dies. There would be a lot of dead people. There would be a lot of fucking dead people.
Wait, does that mean you get $1,000 every time you fart? Because you'd be eating a fuck ton of beans.
Yeah, and I'd also be killing a lot of people. Would I rather have the Midas touch or the Skittles touch? The Skittles touch would be more delicious, but the Midas touch would be more financially sound. I'd probably have to see here. Okay, I would do the Skittles touch.
Theoretically, I wonder if you could wear gloves.
I think for certain activities you might have to, but the gloves would then
you're gonna have a gold dick.
But the gloves would then immediately turn into gold. So
you're gonna have a gold dick.
Yeah, so I'd rather have the Skittles touch because all the Skittles touch does is just makes like Skittles grow all over your body.
No, there are also versions of that turns things to Skittles, so you're gonna have a Skittles dick.
Okay.
Why are you okay with this?
I mean, it's better for. I mean, it's better for the opposite sex. I mean, would you rather have gold or Skittles? At least Skittles taste good. Actually, have you ever seen that Skittles commercial where the guy is jacking off into a chick's face and it turns into Skittles?
Link me that.
Hang on a second, I gotta find it. It was one. It was one they put on their website, but they never aired on television. Hang on a second.
I wonder why they never put it on TV, guys. $1,000, but every dollar you spend, someone slaps you, or gets you anything you want for free. But you get pegged every night. Wait, let my lemonade get warm.
Okay, here we go.
I'm gonna watch this while you continue to ask questions.
Hang on a second.
People donate or send that fucking game, and we will end tonight with the fucking education games, but somebody has to send them if you want to torture Mike.
All right, there's your
All right, let me see this.
Is it cold in here?
Oh my god! What the fuck?
That is a real the moniker on the front is just the guy that made the video. That's not like cousin fucking.
Oh my god!
But that is an actual Skittles ad.
He came Skittles.
Yeah, it's a Skittles facial. Yeah.
I'm gonna die.
Yeah, it is. It's fucking hilarious.
I'm gonna die.
One of the best ones they've ever done.
I just watched that, and I don't believe that exists. And that it's on YouTube.
Yep. 1,000, but every dollar you spend, someone slaps you or get anything you want for free, but you get pee. Okay, so $1,000, but every dollar you spend, someone slaps you. So does that mean somebody slaps you for every transaction? Or somebody slaps you for every individual dollar? Because you would definitely have a concussion within a very short amount of time. Pegged every $1 million, but every time your name is said by anyone, you throw up. That would suck because I have a very common name and I know a lot of people that are named Mike.
I'd be a little bit more safe.
That would be a lot of vomiting. Okay, let's see here. $1,000, but you don't taste with your tongue, you taste with your hands. That would be really nasty considering some of the things I have to touch on a daily basis.
You touching poison ivy would be amazing.
I mean, I don't know how that would taste, but yeah. Ever seen the Ninja Turtles? No, I've never seen the Ninja Turtles German commercial. I feel like it's a lot angrier than the normal one.
When you started reading that, I had to look quickly because I thought you were going to say Ninja Turtles jerking it commercial.
No. I know what 10-inch Ninja Turtles is. What foreign country would I most like to visit? Ireland for the drunks. What foreign have you seen
you'd
the
want to go to Italy.
That's on the list too. Have you seen the Pop Rocks commercial? The Mikey from the no, that's not no, that's the Myth one. That's Mikey from the Life Zero commercial who died from the Pop Rocks. No, I have not. Is it a recent one that the Pop Rocks make a comeback?
What the fuck is my chat?
Because I don't know if Pop Rocks made a comeback.
I regret my.
Here's the question: how many people in this actually believed that Mikey from the Life Zero commercials was dead as fuck because he had Pop Rocks and soda?
Didn't he actually do a thing making fun of that?
How many people believed that when they were a kid? Because I did. When I was a kid, I believed it until they found out that guy was actually alive. Stuff. Pop Rocks commercial.
Couldn't you just wash off the Vaseline? What the fuck? Chat, what? I don't know what to think of you people anymore. I'm gonna put the new Spider-Man game on my Steam Deck.
What the? Wait a minute. What? Wait a minute. This was not a real Pop Rocks commercial.
Where is this thing? I don't see it in the general chat.
He DM'd it to me directly.
Send it to me.
There's no way this is real.
Send it to me, you fuck.
This makes the Skittles one look like fucking softcore. This chick's giving blowjobs for Pop Rocks, damn it. They're actually using it as scope. $1 million, but you are forever covered in Vaseline from head to toe.
No, this absolutely looks like a joke. No, there's no. I mean, we've seen racy commercials. There's an ice cream commercial that snuck in a naked woman.
I don't know how many commercials you can get.
No, this can't be real. This cannot be real. No, it's fake. It's fake.
She's unzipping the pants.
Yeah, it's fake. It looks like something from a comedy show.
Probably was. I'm surprised they actually let him get away with actually putting.
It looks to look at the. Yeah, no, it's fake. It's 100% fake.
That's what I figured. It is funny though. $1 million.
It is 100% fake.
What if I had $1 million, but I was covered in Vaseline from head to toe forever? I feel like that would just get icky and annoying after a while. Like you have $1 million, so you'd probably still have to.
People are saying this is real.
Good.
Somebody said this was real. It was filmed in 1998. No, this is fake. This is from a comedy show. I can guarantee it.
I hope it's fake. That is a weird one.
No, the whole reason I'm telling you I think it's fake is one, the quality is way too poor for a commercial that would have been done on a professional level. But there's no fucking way this is real. You put it in the fucking general. Ew, that's the Michael Bay Turtles. Why are you people? It's muted. None of you will hear this. Oh no, I've seen the Turtles commercial. Yes. Fucking people kept sending this to me a little while ago.
$1 million, but your life is narrated.
I don't need to see Turtle Dong again. Thanks.
$1 million, but your life is narrated by the best voice actor.
I forgot that was the commercial. You need to watch the Turtles commercial.
Hang on. Is it in general?
Yes, it is.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Are we just gonna have to watch commercials live? Is that what's gonna happen? Oh. Wait, somebody found the Snopes thing. Hold on.
Is this just gonna become like a reaction stream? That is a weird one. That is a weird one. I understand that they're equating pickles to mutant.
It was a comedy sketch. It was absolutely a comedy sketch. I was right.
Nice.
The Pop Rocks one was a fake.
The German one, I don't know what that was.
No, that one I believe was real.
In that one, you both are in the Toy Story universe. You are both in the Toy Story universe. What are you afraid to see coming to life in your house? Honestly, I mean, they've already established that apparently if a child believes it's a toy, it'll come to life, because that's what happened with the stupid fork thing. So I would be afraid of this if the silverware started coming to life, because especially the knives. It's like, think about that for a second. A knife that thinks it's a toy. How horrible would that be for people? Actually, a fork as a toy is probably even worse, especially if it's a metal one. How many of those are going to get stuck in light sockets? How many people are going to be electrocuted because the silverware became self-aware?
Oh,
Okay,
man, there's going to be
a
so
lot
many
of harm
Puppet Master figures that are going to come alive. Those Blade dolls are going to get pissed.
Yeah, no, there's definitely going to be a lot more puppet murders. That's going to become a lot more common.
I'm okay with this.
You both are okay. Ever seen those cursed or Orangina ads? That's not a brand where
if you guys want, we can just watch ads live. We can do this. What the fuck am I watching?
And then we're gonna have fun. What
you guys want to do this?
What would happen if a S Star X comes to life? What does that mean? You have infinite money, but every time you jack off, your family sees it, and so does your friend.
Oh my god, what am I watching? All right, you know what? Let's do this.
You would all that would be horrible for everybody involved. Hi, baby. That would be horrible. It also, here's the other question: is it happening in real time? Because if that's the case, then it's going to be like one of those things like invades your brain at like 11:30 at night.
Okay, guys, I'm going to be right back really quick. I'm going to go take Miko out back. When I get back, we're going to do the commercials thing. So you guys put a bunch of commercials in general, and Mike's going to keep talking to you all, and then I'll set everything up. Be right back.
I'm going to keep drolling as long as I can. You have infinite... So let's put it this way. I would be okay with that, because if I had infinite money, I could just give all those people money and explain the situation and say, look, this is going to happen. It's not going to be pleasant for any of you, but you're all going to be rich. So at that point, I wouldn't fucking care. And if they bothered me, I would just get restraining orders and keep them away from my house. Do I want to see some very cursed food? Sure. Sorry. You have infinite money. Okay. What would happen if a sex toy comes to life? Okay. For me to answer this question, you have to understand from the perspective of the sex toy. And also the other thing is you have to determine, is this a sex toy for a guy or a chick? Like, where is this thing being shoved? Or whatever, because there are toys for both sexes and for, multiple orifices. So here's the question. So we gotta break this down to the three major things. You either have cock rings, vibrators, or dildos, and butt plugs, and or things that people shove up their butt, like anal beads. So we've divided it down into the three categories. Now, the first thing is you don't want to be any of the butt stuff, because nobody wants to go into a butt. Not even your dick wants to go into a butt. If your dick could talk to you, it would say, "Don't put me there." It would swear at you the entire time. It would say, "This smells is disgusting. I don't want to do this." So you don't want to be any of those things. Being a vibrator would probably not be pleasant, because then you would basically just look like you had, Parkinson's syndrome every once in a while, because you'd be shaking up a storm. That would be probably annoying. You'd also have to probably have batteries shoved up your butt. That wouldn't be fun. So really, if you're gonna go, and then the other thing is, if you're a cock ring, get touched, you're just kind of it's tight, it's cramped, it's uncomfortable in a lot of ways. So if you're gonna be a sex toy, I would probably say the best one to be would probably be a dildo. At least you can get away with that. There's no vibration things. You're basically just a hard piece of plastic that looks like a penis or rubber. So I would say, if you were a butt plug, if a butt plug or an anal bead or something came to life, it would be very angry with you. If a cock ring came to life, it would be very uptight. And if a vibrator came to life, it would have Parkinson's. And if a dildo came to life, it would probably just be very, very, very horny. So that is the answer to that question. But you have to examine it from the individual. Juju Vampire. Okay. Nutella on a fish. That's disgusting. Deep fried Oreos are delicious. Pickles. Pickle. I mean, I can think of worse things. I didn't know that existed. Thank you. Pepsi Bismol. No, don't make Funyuns into a drink. Why are you sending me weird food things? Jesus Christ, man. All right, no, you don't put Oreos on a cheeseburger. That's fucking stupid. Okay. Robot chicken skit for that. There you go. What about a sex doll? Well, see, okay. Sex dolls. Okay, so you have to specify what level of sex doll, because again, we're gonna have to break this down. So you have the balloon ones. You don't want to be the balloon one because eventually all balloon sex dolls get popped, whether they're used for a joke or whether they're used for actual nookie. So you don't want to be one of those. You want to be like one of those $10,000 realistic sex dolls. But the thing is, if one of those things came to life, it would probably be like Pris from Blade Runner. It would like do somersaults and then try to crack your head open in between its thighs. With the balloon one, at least it would be easier to defend against. You could just pop it with a safety pin. But yeah, no, that's I didn't really think of that one, but you're technically right. So I'll give you that. So yeah, with those ones, that would probably be what happened. If it was an actual like expensive one that was like solid plastic with limbs and stuff like that, it would probably be like Chris from Blade Runner. If it was a balloon one, it would probably just like float around and be stupid, and then you'd probably just pop the thing. This is heresy that what I sent you. Most of it is, except for the fried Oreos. The fried Oreos are delicious. A video of Fox America. Fun fact, in Scotland, deep fried Mars bars. We have deep fried Snickers. It's kind of similar. On food, can you think of something that doesn't go with bacon? See, that is a tough one. Something that doesn't go with bacon. I've never tried caviar and bacon. I don't know how that would taste. But bacon pretty much goes with almost anything. I mean, people have mixed bacon into fucking ice cream. They've mixed bacon into fucking peanut butter and a bunch of other stuff. They used to have bacon peanut butter spread. Like, that was how popular that was. That was a weird thing to. But yeah, I mean, maybe something like caviar, something that's already kind of disgusting as it is.
What did I come back to?
They were asking me what doesn't go good with bacon, and the only thing I could think of was maybe like caviar. We also went into an entire conversation of what sex toys would be like if they were brought to life.
Didn't something already make fun of that?
They had an SNL skit called Sex Toy Story that made fun of that, and they had some other things. But I was more discussing about like what attitude they would have if they came back to life, and we were trying to I broke down like the individual categories. So like you get your butt plugs, you get your dildos, you got your cock rings.
Butt plugs would be the angry ones.
That's what I said too. Yeah, because I mean you're getting shoved up an ass all the time. That can't be fun. I did the Oreos with pancake batter, and it was good. Yeah, I've done it with Bisquick. Fried Oreos are actually really, really good. It's kind of like having a cream puff with Oreo inside.
Give me a minute, guys, and we will try this. The commercial thing. Give me a second. I'm going to start the next part of the podcast. I'm going to stop the recording, then restart it.